Introduction. Hello, my name is Irma and this is the video about me. Our story begins roughly around the year 2005 when I received my first gaming console, the GameCube. I'd often spend my time playing Mario Kart among other games. It was roughly around this time that I developed a deep passion and a deep love for video games. The Last of Us and Tomb Raider became close friends of mine, and people that developed games were real-life superheroes to me. So I set out to pursue an education in game design, first in high school and then later at university, where I studied game design and project management. My education gave me very close friends and I found a partner. While studying games, I learned many things, one of which was that I had a deep passion for 3D. I began to see a deep beauty in all shapes and objects around me. Game portfolio. While studying at university, I had the opportunity to work on very many interesting and varying projects. The one on the screen right now is one of the projects I worked on where I got to take on the challenge of being the only artist. I was lucky to have a very wonderful team, and together we put the game up for Gotland Game Conference, where we ended up winning an award. While working on the project, and as a single graphics, I had a lot to do. Shaders, animations, 3D models, materials, textures, even some particle systems. I always had my hands full doing something. But it was a lot of fun and it was a very rewarding challenge. It was also around this time where I first picked up softwares like Substance Painter and Substance Designer. So it was not only a challenge of being the only artist, but it was also another whole challenge of new software. The game on the screen is a tower defense game where you have to strategically place your turtles and you get to choose where your enemies will spawn from, selecting crystals. Moving on to another one of the games I ended up making while studying at uni was my thesis project, which I refer to as Apartment 3. Quite different from the prior game, as it is a spooky horror game, which I did all by myself for my thesis. I also ended up putting up this one for Gotland Game Conference as well, and it was a lot of fun. Quite the challenge being the only person making all the art and the sounds and all the editing in that, but it was still a lot of fun. Moving on to the final video game I'm going to showcase in this video, we have a second year project me and my wonderful team did together second year at university. This game, it was a lot of fun to make since we were a big team, so I got to do some art and I got to be a project manager working with the most wonderful and lovely of people, very creative minds, and yeah, this is what we ended up making. So this game is, I think it's very interesting design-wise, because it's more of like a puzzle game, but you're on this alien planet and you have a boat, so a big part of the puzzle is navigation, like, because you're dependent on your boat, so you need to yeah, solve the puzzles to keep on going with your boat, essentially. So yeah, this one was also a lot of fun, very awesome people. I was so lucky to have such an amazing team. .3D portfolio. Moving on, we have some of the 3D renders I did on the side. While working on game projects, I was also busy doing some 3D stuff, bringing some scenes from my mind to life, and generally just learning 3D. I still believe there's so much more I can learn. I'm just a baby, figuratively, when it comes to 3D, but it's always fun doing something on the side while working on game projects. I also did some 2D stuff. Very rare, but it does happen. So you might be wondering, what comes now? Well, as a recent graduate from university with a bachelor's degree in game design and project management, I have a feeling that I'm off to a brand new adventure, hopefully in the game industry, as that is what I've been dreaming of doing ever since I was, well, 5. Hopefully my story is just getting started and I have many adventures ahead. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely day.